God, giant.
Holy God almighty.
Giant. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm finally back out on the water and filming. Yeah, they've been catching a lot of big fish here, and the day we get here, the water is about 1 inch of visibility in this little pocket we're in. So gonna go to try to figure things out. Yeah, I'll see y'all on the Chesty. They've been catching some gigantors out of this lake. So, and it's also, they were the first boat to ever put in on this lake, ever. My papa was the first man to ever make a cast on this lake from a bass boat. So hopefully that pans out for us and he doesn't fall in, which he's about to. All right, I'm getting on the Chesty. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so we know nothing about this place other than it's muddy. They've been catching 7s, 8s, and 9s out of here and 10s. And there is a little ditch up here that had some current coming out of it. And no one's ever fished this place from a boat. So that's all we got. Water temperature 61. Look at them. You got one? Big one?
You don't know he's hooked.
There we go. That's a big one.
Pretty good one, ain't it? That's all a gun. I didn't think.
Oh, square lipper. Fat one. Fat one. Jeezy Pete. God almighty.
Let's try them new scales.
Let's see what this. All right, guys, we just bought some brand new scales. Papa's gonna. Actually, let me take a picture first.
Well, she ain't laid out, is she? She's getting.
Okay, let's see what this fish weighs. I'm gonna think that's a 6-pounder.
5.5.
Okay, so who's closer?
I don't know.
Clip them on the lip like that.
Okay.
Zero the scales. 674.
Ooh.
It's almost a 7-pounder.
We were both wrong. That's
there
a
we
good
go.
way to start.
The first fish is a dang 674. First fish ever on from the boat on this lake, and it's a 674.
On the old square bin.
Good God almighty. What'd you do now?
Oh, I got another one of them little, about a 4-pounder maybe. Hang on, real quick.
Papa's up 2-0. Let's hit him on the scale, see what he wants to. That's another fat one. 364.
Still a fat one.
Yep.
Still a fat one. They healthy. Go get your mama.
There's one.
Oh.
Little one.
He just might not know he's hooked.
No, he might not know he's hooked yet.
There ain't no little one.
Oh, you sucker. You sucker. I know this is kind of a random spot in the video, but as you can probably tell from the title and thumbnail, this video contains my PB, so I hope you guys watch the entire video. But we were so caught up yesterday in fishing and trying to figure out these fish, it was really cold and windy, that I didn't do enough of these kind of segments where I explained going from one lake to the next. So in this video, we end up fishing 5 total lakes out of 13 available. So a lot of fishing here. There's a lot of jumping around in this video, I know, and I don't talk enough, but hope you guys enjoy it. Got it? Little one? Oh, spinnerbait eater.
Watch him come up and eat it.
Mm-hmm. Look at that big old snapping turtle. Right in front of me. That actually might be better. That's a 6 cents one. It's the one with the big head, the heavier one, not that one. It's just a touch heavy. I think it's a 3/8 though. But maybe in the wind, that might be better. There we go. Y'all couldn't see that, but he He tried to go hide behind a tree. I ripped the whole thing up. I was not letting him get by. A little one on this lake, but God, giant.
Holy gosh almighty.
Giant.
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 away, brother.
Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my. That's the biggest fish I've ever caught in my whole life.
That is a
Oh my. That is a freaking beast.
That might be
That is a freaking gigantor.
oh, I know. I know. Let's see what he weighs for me.
Right there.
Alright. You wanna guess?
I think it's 880 or bigger.
10, 12.
No shit. Oh my God. Look. 10.
10, 20.
I see in 1020 a lot. 1012. 10.12. 10 point. Let's go.
Let's hold that booger bear up here.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh, on a swim jig. All right guys, just caught my biggest fish ever. 10.12 on a swim jig. Freaking beast. That's the biggest fish I ever caught. My first ever 10 pounder, and time to let her go.
Enjoy it.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
All right.
And now I'd like to tell you guys about the sponsor for today's video, 6 Cents Fishing Six Sack. It is a premium monthly subscription sack that you can save money on every single month by using the code DCSuper6 when you sign up for your first month. I'm going to open this one right now and show you guys what's in this box. Every month, your sack is going to come in a velvety, kind of cool little bag. First off, we've got a Movement 80X in threadfin shad, a Crush Flat 75X in wild lava crawl. We've got a Crush Mini 25 MD in Blue Truth shad, Quake 80 suspending, and that's in bluegilla. Got a pack of Divine Shaky Worm 6.3 Green Pumpkin Burst, some Divine Lead bullet weights, pack of drop shot hooks, and the brand new Glitch 3.8 drop shot bait. Right there, you can get tackled just like this every single month. This is the March sack, so you got 4 hard baits, hooks, weights, worms, and drop shot baits. You can get tackled just like this in bags every single month sent to your house. Very low monthly cost, and you're getting baits that you would have, one, probably not purchased before. I've never got this Quake 70 suspending before, but I'd love to try it. And also, you're guaranteed it's all 6 Cent stuff and it's all premium colors every single time. So if you want to fish and use a lot of the same stuff that I do, check out 6centsfishing.com, the 6 sack, and use code DCSuper6 when you check out. Now back into the video. That's my 2 biggest fish I ever caught. Both came on a swim jig. I think.
And an alligator.
Yeah, and the alligator. I think the Florida fish that I caught, the 9 pounder, I think it was on black and blue though. Got him? Big one? Oh! There we go. There we go.
More up in a little chunk or 2.5 or maybe close to 3.
There we go.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy. I know y'all couldn't see that, but that sucker just went up for a ride. Sorry, buddy. These swim jig bites got my blood pressure too high.
Uh-oh. Pretty good little fish.
Yeah.
I had a bite in the swim jig. I wasn't paying attention.
Little one.
Yeah, I did still.
I hope you weren't the male with that 10-pounder, because she'd be whooping your ass, buddy. You know, one time, Philip Jones Bass Club did a tournament here.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, got him. Biggin?
Just a little old bitty done one big one done chewed on him. Look at that. Look at him. Might be one of them alligators that's in there. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, just caught my biggest fish ever right there. It was a 10-pounder. Fishing has been fun, but it's been very tough. There's been some big ones, but they're just not biting really good. We ended this day catching around 25 or 30 fish, maybe max. So kind of that part, but the big one was awesome. The cool thing about this lake today is, I said this in another part of the video, but I think these fish they were spawning, like it's the end of March, water temps in the high 60s, and they're spawning, but the water came up dramatically. We had a ton of rain in the last like 4 days, so the water came up, everywhere is flooded. Every fish that I'm catching on a swim jig is like 4 or 5 feet off the bank. I think that's where they were spawning at. You know, in your mind, you want to throw to the bank, the new bank line, because there's flooded water up and it's all over the trees and it looks really good, but oftentimes the fish are spawning, they're staying where they're at. Even though the water comes up, it's higher than it was. You can't see them, the water's muddy, but the fish are still where they were. Hard to get that in your mind, because I think you end up putting the boat probably on top of a lot of fish as you're working on the bank versus throwing where they're actually at. And so once we figure that out, we were able to catch a lot more fish yesterday. And I think today that's going to be part of our pattern, is run some of that and see if they're pushed off the bank like they were yesterday, or maybe today it's a lot less windy, a lot higher sun, is the sun's out faster, so maybe that is going to pull them up. I don't know. We're definitely going to try it, but now that we learned about yesterday, definitely going to keep that in mind of where the fish were kind of positioned at. They weren't up in the trees where I expected them to be at with the rise in water. They were just stayed put. But also, I'm going to do a giveaway right now, just because this is my first ever 10-pounder and a really cool opportunity for me. I'm going to give away the 6 Sense 6-sack that I just announced, or I just did a video on. I'm going to give that away right now. All you have to do is drop a comment, like this video, make sure you subscribe down below, and that'll enter you into win, and I'll announce the winner on the next video. I like the crap out of this. I do want to rush over there before before it gets sunny, before it gets too dark over there. I bet this sucker got a lot of fish in it. All right, we'd be outnumbered on that one. Big one. Yeah. No, it ain't either.
Look at that fat son of a gun.
That's the shortest fat fish I've ever seen. Looky there, looky there.
That's 5 pounds.
He's short and that's the shortest stocky fish I've ever seen in my whole life. What is this? All right, guys, just for the purpose of the video and me wearing my socks, let's see what this little fish weighs. He weighs 348, 3.5 pounder, and he could be a 2 pounder on length.
That's what I'm talking. Put a spanking on Pawpaw.
Every time I try to pick up something new, and then I pick up the swim jig, they just eat the swim jig. So
I know. I'm thinking that
I should stop throwing other stuff.
you threw the buzz bait and then put the swim jig in.
God almighty. Freaking swimming off with it. I don't know how in the heck I missed him. All right, guys, so as you can see right here, as you can see all the fish that I've caught in the last couple times, and honestly all the fish today, have been in places like this where there's something flooded. The water's way up, it's muddy. I'd rather be throwing a big spinnerbait or a chatterbait, but for some reason, every time I try it, they just don't bite it. And some of the stuff is too heavy of cover to throw a spinnerbait or chatterbait in. Honestly, a swim jig's just been the ticket so far today. And I'm just making multiple casts at the same place where I feel like a spinnerbait or a chatterbait would draw them out of some of these places. Some of the fish I've caught today, I've thrown at like for instance, this tree I just caught that fish off of, I threw at it 3 times and it bit on the 3rd time. No, I don't really understand why, but kind of a, I guess, random tip or something to think about when the water gets high or gets muddy. A swim jig is just something you can fish in almost any kind of cover, because it's going to come through most of the time. A lot of times you're throwing it on braid, so even if you do get hung up, like back in something like that, if you do get hung up back there, a lot of times you can just pull really hard and pull your bait back, you know, and so that makes it a lot easier to cover water quickly. And honestly, a lot of today I've been making, you know, kind of tricky casts into like some really heavy stuff, and you make bad casts. Like right now I'm over that limb. The cool thing about this braid is like majority of the times today you've been able to break a little twig or something and not be scared about what I'm doing because I'm throwing it on braid. Think about the Divine Swim, look at that cast, it's horrible. Divine Swim Jig has got a screw lock bait keeper, which keeps the bait on there longer. And then I just got bit as I was talking. Let's see if I can catch him right here. I'm gonna keep fishing. I just thought that was something that you might be interested in, because the swim jig, obviously, as today, my new PB and my old PB both caught on a swim jig. There you go. Got it? Big one?
No, but it's a fish. Not a bad one. Not a bad one.
Dang, he's doing cartwheels.
Yeah.
He got a freaking face full of trap too.
Ooh,
Oh, God, look how he's got it. Hey,
he got it.
that's when you know you got the right color right there. Choked.
Well, yeah. I know you don't like it, buddy, but I'm sorry.
You know what I noticed about every one of the fish that I caught? Actually, that we've both caught, we have not caught one on the bank. They've all been like 5 foot off the bank. I wonder if that has to do with
Water being up.
that's like we're catching them on the old bank line. Like where they would be spawning at, they're just not there because they're not up on the bank. They're where they were spawning at 3 days ago. Guys, I hope y'all are enjoying this video halfway as much as I have enjoyed making it. We're not done yet. This is the 5th lake. This sucker is flooded out. There's a dock right here that we normally get on at, and she's flooded out. Let's go hit it. Dock's got about 4 inches of water on it, but for all of you OGs on my channel, you can remember this lake with Glover. I'm not gonna do a flashback because, well, there's just been enough fish catches on this video to not have to do a flashback, but this is actually the first lake I ever fished on this property, Triple D Ranch. Anyhow, we're gonna fish the last hour of daylight here at 6:20. Probably fish till 7:15, 7:20ish. So we got 1 more hour. We'll see who can end the day out strong on the last lake on Triple D Ranch. All right, guys, I don't know, well, I do know why. Pawpaw just caught 2, and I did not want the video to look like he was catching up, so I strategically turned the camera off. But now we're back in action. I had a work phone call, and you guys, oh, he's got another one. Oh, biggin. Biggin? Giant? Oh, a head shaker. Let's see what the action is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chatterbait. We're all 3 on the chatterbait?
Yep.
All 3 on the chatterbait. Also, while Pawpaw's having a moment of shine,
I gotta catch up.
You gotta catch up. Pawpaw also just broke his favorite rod of all time.
Yeah.
Stepped on it. Rest in peace. If any of you, please, I'll buy it. If any of you have this rod right here, me and Pawpaw.
Smoke 6.6.
Quantum Smoke. Old school one. This one. And a 6.6 medium. If you have this rod, we will buy it from you, no matter the shape it's in.
Or the price.
Or the price. Pawpaw needs it.
They don't make it anymore.
All right, back to action. Got him. Biggin. Chunk. Old brush hogger. Old brush hogger.
Right in the top of the head. Oh.
4-0 right now. Got him that time, finally. Got him. Biggin. No. 5-1. I'm in bad shape for the evening competition. Come on. There we go. I'll end on that. I'll end on that. Oh, what a horrible boat flip. That's a fat one to end the day on too, guys. I like that. Fatty. A little over 3 pounds probably. Over. And I'll end the day just like that. I'll end on a fish catch happily. I mean, that was a long day right there. Broke your favorite rod, broke my PB. Also, for those of you who haven't seen in here in a while, check out the shop. This place is slammed with stuff. You think we're growing out of this sucker too fast? We added this whole entire middle rack. And then this corner right here, just piled up with pallets